if I did, what weight would go on top of the strip diagram? Berkeley? The older lion, which weighs how much? Close your iPads, bring them to the carpet. The first thing I want to do is go over a question from yesterday's checkpoint. It was one of our most missed questions. And overall, this skill is something that I think I just have not done a good job of explaining to you guys, okay? So I want to try to explain it a different way, and then we are going to look at a question similar to this as one of our make the case questions. Okay, so make the case is one of my very favorite strategies. So you kind of get to pretend like you're in the courtroom, okay? Like you're working together as a group to defend your answer, and you're going to be either proving that your answer is innocent, which would mean that your answer is correct, or that your answer is guilty, which means that your answer is incorrect, okay? It's kind of like you're in the courthouse, yes. So in just a second, I'm going to give you a letter, and you're going to go to 4 different corners of the classroom, and we're going to look at these 2 questions, and your group, whatever answer choice you have, you're going to look at that answer. You're going to decide, is your answer right or wrong? Is it innocent or guilty? So maybe you've done it, you just didn't know it was called Make the Case. And then you're going to choose one spokesperson for your group. Okay? Wrong. All right, ready for your letters. Okay, Maeve, you can go to A, Berkeley B, Callie C, Annabelle D. Kaya, you can be A, Kellen B, Kelton C, Harrison D. All right, so for our stations today, we are reviewing. Tomorrow is your first assessment that you're taking for the year over everything we've learned in place value. So your work is a set of review questions. You're going to work with a partner or a group of 3. Some of you were asking. That's what your symbols are by your name, okay? So I know a lot of times when you're in stations, when you've done partner work so far, you get to choose. Sometimes there are times where I, as the teacher, am going to choose who you are working with, okay? So that means down here, this group is starting at work first. So Cadence and Ashton are going to be partnered up together, okay? Now, what that doesn't mean is that Cadence is going to do 1 through 5 and Ashton's going to do 6 through 11, and then they're going to share answers, okay? Because then they're not everybody is solving each problem and learning, okay? You're going to solve the question, then you're going to check with each other. If you got different answers, you're going to see if you can figure out where one of you went wrong. If one person is like, I'm really struggling with this one, okay, then the partner can help show them what to do and help teach them, not just say, just circle B and move on, okay? If together as a pair or a group of 3 you're stuck, go find another group to see if someone else can help you, okay? We'll follow our same ask 3 before me. All right, so those reviews I passed out this morning to you. They're on your desk. If you, for some reason, didn't get one, the extra stack is at the circle table. When you're done, I do want you to put it in the Gory drawer so that I can check it for you before we send it home at the end of the day. You still have your same activity, which is seesaws. There's one, I think, from yesterday because the internet was down that you didn't get to do. But then we have some new ones. This is the first one I want you to do, 4.2 A, B, and C. It does have the feature where you can check your work and it will let you know if it's right or wrong, okay? So those are listed out on the board. This one I really want to talk about because in the past when I've done this one, I have a lot of people that aren't doing what the activity is actually intended for, okay? So I'm going to read the instructions. It says, look at the number line, determine what the mistake is. Fix the mistake and use the microphone to record yourself explaining the mistake. So what that means is these are all wrong, okay? If there's a mistake, that means it's not correct. So you're going to decide what Mary did wrong. It says she wrote the decimal. She said that where the heart is on the number line is this decimal. So you're going to say Mary is wrong because she did this. And like it said, you can record yourself. If you would prefer to just type it or write it and tell me what the correct answer is, that's fine too. Okay? If you want to go record in the pod so that it's quieter, fine with me. Just make sure you're going out to record and you're coming back in. You're not staying out there to continue working, because then it ends up getting loud out there too. They're all different number lines, but they all have a mistake. So your job is to be the person that's finding the mistake. Okay, questions about any of your stations today? Okay, at Teacher Station, you're going to bring your iPad. This is the first time we're going to log into Eduphoria and let you see what that's like before your test tomorrow. And we're going to do a few practice questions together, talking about how to label things, how to show our work on paper when the test is on the iPad, and some of those different strategies. Okay, so you're going to bring your iPad to Teacher Station. If you and your partner would rather start on the review and then move on to Seesaws when you're done, you also have that option. Everybody know where they're headed, what they're doing? All right, then go ahead and head to your first group. Make sure you bring that iPad with you. Winston, can you bring your iPad with you over here? Come on, Eli, Chloe. Okay, so on your iPads, you should have an app that has a red LCP, or it's black with the red LCP like this. I want you to look for that app.
Do I do F?
Yeah, or you can just click the home button. Okay, if you are working on your review, make sure you take it back to your desk and leave it there for you to come back to. We're going to get ready to go to our second station. So it would be that one, okay? Okay, make sure you're rotating to your second station, bringing your iPad if you're coming to Teacher Station, turning your review into the Gory Drawer if you're finished with all of the questions. Annabelle, let's go. Come on, Winston, bring your iPad. Okay, so your information is your lunch number is your username. Annabelle, lunch number, username. Password is WeAreLCP. You're good. So I'm going to let you guys fill in those digits in the correct place. And I'm going to go check. Yep, as you're doing number 2 and you're putting those digits into the place value chart on your paper, I'm going to go check. There we go. Number 2. Number 2. Number 2. Did y'all already finish your review? The review that was your work?
Oh, this?
The review.
Wait, isn't it social studies?
Okay, if you're out at stations and you're working on that review, make sure it gets turned into the Gory Drawer. We're about to rotate to our third station. Yes. It's our third station.
I'm almost done. Can I do this last one?
After you finish your review. But I need to make sure you have time to get through your review.
No, this is like this.
I know, but after you finish your review.
Oh, okay. Oh, we need iPads.
Yes. Okay, go ahead and rotate to that third station. Remember your iPad if you're coming to Teacher Station. If you're working on your review, make sure you're working hard to get through it.
I forgot to leave the pencil.
Okay, if you're not done with your review, go ahead and put your name on it. Put it in the Gory Drawer so that I can get it checked later for you before we send it home. Yes. If you're at Seesaw, you can draft any Seesaw that you're on, and then I want everybody to head back to your seats so we can move on to Social Studies.
Okay, I got it.